What's going on YouTube world? Austin Zaback here with another YouTube video. And as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, you're gonna likely find that you have a lot of responsibilities, and at some point an illness is gonna set you back and you're not gonna be in the office, or you're gonna be out, or you're not gonna be able to work for maybe 2 or 3 days on end. But there's one thing actually that will set you back even further. If you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title of this video, I think it is the #1 reason why most entrepreneurs or striving entrepreneurs or people getting into the industry, whether you be a high school kid or college, or maybe you're even older, you're looking to start your own business, so you're looking to do something entrepreneurship related, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. It can be MLM, it can be insurance, it can be Shopify, it can be Amazon, it can be real estate, okay? It can be whatever. And the #1 thing that I think stops most entrepreneurs is shiny toilet syndrome, okay? Now I know this has got a funny name, but just bear with me. Shiny toilet syndrome, I think this is the #1 reason why most entrepreneurs fail. Let's dive right into what that means. Really at its core, shiny toilet syndrome or shiny object syndrome is a disease of distraction, right? So really, this affects entrepreneurs more than anybody else in the world, because entrepreneurs are always looking at new technology, they're looking at new ideas, new projects, they're always looking for other things, for other opportunities. And entrepreneurs specifically have a very unique capability. They're very willing to take on new risk, to take on new challenges, new problems, new issues. They're not afraid to start new projects. Now ordinarily, when this is the case, it's not that big of a problem. But again, with entrepreneurs, it can be a very big problem. And here's the reason why. Because they go from project to project to project, from business to business to business, from idea to idea to idea, without ever really sticking to one thing, therefore never truly becoming successful at anything. So a couple of big downsides to this are inability to finish projects. Okay, obviously starting one project like we just talked about, and then moving on to the next project before the last project was complete. So, maybe you have one project and you're working on that, and then, it gets 50% complete, and all of a sudden you're starting on a second project, and it gets 50% complete, and all of a sudden you're starting on a third project, and now all of a sudden you have 3 projects that are 50% complete instead of 1 or 2 that are 100% complete. Okay, poorly planning. Poor planning is another big one. A lot of people, they have bright ideas, right? So they get this bright idea of what they're going to do, okay? They're going to start this new business, they're gonna hire the employees, you're gonna get your real estate license, you're gonna join that multi-level marketing company, you're gonna get into insurance sales because multi-level marketing didn't work, you're gonna get into, Amazon FBA because whatever didn't work, right? And really what ends up happening is you're bad at following through on what you say you're gonna do, right? So you're a good planner, you're a good thinker, but really, when you have this shiny toilet syndrome, you're just bad at following through. So it's not that you're not good at starting things, you're great at starting things. As a matter of fact, that's what you're amazing at if you have shiny toilet syndrome, but you're just really bad at following through. Okay, obviously, a couple of the big things here that you're gonna wanna take note of is, you're gonna burn through cash, okay? If you have shiny toilet syndrome, you're gonna burn through cash. Starting all these new ventures all the time is just going to lead you to burning through cash. It's that simple, right? So, as an entrepreneur, you wanna save your money, you wanna invest your money, you don't wanna burn through all your cash, okay, all the time, forever and ever, and then you're just gonna left being discouraged and unhappy and unmotivated and, unsure and uncertain and, in self-doubt and self-pity and questioning yourself, and ultimately that's where nobody wants to be, okay? I've personally been there, and if you're watching this, and maybe you personally been there too, and I wouldn't want you to go there if you haven't been there. So try to avoid that at all costs. Okay, so a couple of ways to potentially avoid shiny toilet syndrome or shiny object syndrome is sit on ideas before you act on them. Okay, pick an amount of time, any amount of time. There's no set amount of time here, but anytime you get a new idea to pursue something, instead of just jumping right into it and pursuing that on the spot, sit on the idea for a little while. Sleep on the idea. Talk to your loved ones maybe. If your loved ones are supporting you. Talk to your spouse if your spouse is supporting you. Or maybe just talk to friends or like some of your entrepreneurial buddies, okay? Or a mentor of yours, and just sleep on it. Just sit on it. Just sleep on it for multiple nights and really think about if that's what you really want to do. You see yourself doing that in the long run, and no matter what, without a shadow of a doubt, you're gonna pursue that, and you're not gonna let anything stop you or anything get in your way. Okay, you're gonna go at it with full force, with full execution. Okay, you're not gonna, join the next shiny object thing that comes your way, because let me tell you, they will come your way. Okay, every single time. Even me in my personal life right now, I get presented with ideas and businesses and stuff all the time, and I have to decline stuff. I have to tell people no. In the beginning, I said yes to everything, right? In the beginning, I said yes to everything because I wanted as much opportunity as I could possibly have. And what I've learned over the last couple of years, especially, is that I can't always say yes to everything anymore, because I only have 24 hours in a day, which is, 86,400 seconds. And how I spend my time is really what matters. At the end of the day, I can always make more money. Okay, there's a lot of things I can always gain more of, but the one thing that I can never get more of once it's gone is time. And so what I've found in my personal life, that time is actually my most valuable commodity, and it probably is for you too, whether you found that out or not, right? So not only are you burning through cash, but you're burning through time, jumping from idea to idea to idea to idea. Now, what's really interesting is the majority of the ideas that you've done, or that you're going to do, or maybe you're not going to do after watching this video, hopefully, they're all able to make you a lot of money typically, okay? Whatever it is, normally they all have the ability, the capacity to make you a lot of money. The problem is you never stick to one long enough for it to make you a lot of money. So really the moral of this video is don't quit, because really what you're doing is quitting. You're not just starting multiple projects. I know that's what you want to tell yourself, but you're quitting on old projects. Okay, you're giving up, and nobody wants to be a quitter. At the end of the day, you can't beat the guy that never quits. I've told myself that for a long time now. So understand that. If you're 16, 17, 18 years old watching this, or maybe you're 21, 22, maybe you're 30, 35, it doesn't matter. Whatever you are, whatever age you are, you're sitting there, you're watching this video, understand this applies to all aspects of life, okay? So, take it with a grain of salt, but go out there, figure out what you want to do, really sleep on it, plan on it, prepare for it, and then go execute on it. But execute on it in a way that you're not executing on anything else. You have one thing to execute on. You have one vision. You have one plan, one thing to execute on, one goal, one dream, right? One deal. You got one main basket where you're gonna go create that main stream of income. Now, once you create that main stream of income, okay, then you don't have shiny toilet syndrome. You're not going out trying to, do something new every 3 months. Then you can add multiple streams of income to your life, to your businesses, okay? Now that is something I do recommend. I personally have multiple streams of income, but I didn't start out there. For me it was, most of you guys know my story, right? I had 19 jobs. I built multiple businesses as a kid. I've done a ton of stuff, and at 19 years old I decided to get into real estate. Best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Okay. Could I have gotten into Amazon FBA? Sure. Could I have gotten into Shopify? Sure. Could I have done insurance? Sure. Right? Could I have done a lot of different things? Could I have gotten back into the MLM industry? Sure. Could I have also made a lot of money in all those industries? Absolutely. But I chose real estate. And once I chose real estate, I stuck to real estate. And it took me time. It took me 9 months to close my first deal. Okay, on the wholesale investment side of real estate. Obviously, once I became a real estate agent, and I got my real estate license, it didn't take long at all to close my first deal. And that's what obviously, if you've watched my stuff in the past, I recommend for all of you guys that aren't in the industry. If you're gonna get into the industry, I actually recommend doing it the opposite way that I did it, and just getting your real estate license first, and then learning the investment game after, okay? But that's beside the point for this video. The point is it took me a long time to get to where I am today in real estate, and it took me even longer to get other streams of income, okay, to where I was able to focus on more than one thing, because my real estate business was slowly starting to automate itself. It didn't require all of my attention anymore. It only required maybe 70% of it. So then I could take 30% of my attention and put it somewhere else, right? And then all of a sudden my real estate business, maybe it requires 60% of it. Okay, now I have an extra 10% that I can put towards something else. Does that make sense? So hopefully this resonates with you. Don't be a quitter, okay? Do not be a quitter. Find that one thing that you're gonna chase, that one thing that you're gonna go out and you're gonna do, that one thing that sets your soul on fire. Go out, whatever industry that is. I'm not saying it has to be real estate for you, while I would recommend that, but I'm not saying that has to be at all. Whatever that one thing is, do that one thing. Don't do 5 things. Don't switch things every 3 months. Unless you're just truly unhappy, do not switch every few months or a few years. Stick to it, make a lot of money, okay? Change your life, learn, grow, gain wisdom, okay? Do personal development, and make it happen. And then go get multiple streams of income. Okay, there you have it. This is the #1 reason I think most entrepreneurs fail. It's the #1 reason I think most people in America and the world fail at anything that they do. Okay, it's not just business, it's anything. Okay, they're always looking for the next big thing. They're always thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. They're always looking for that next shiny toilet or that next shiny object, and it doesn't exist. That's why most relationships fail. I believe this is why most marriages fail. I believe that this is why most of anything good in life comes to an end before it should, because you're always looking for the next best thing, when what you don't realize is that next best thing is already typically right in front of you. With that, guys, my name's Austin Zaback, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you drop in the comments down below, if you liked this, you didn't like this, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. Obviously, make sure you smash that subscribe button, make sure you turn on that notification bell, and until then, we'll see you in the next one.